I said before, I believe in our team. I do believe in our team. And we're going to work hard to make our team better. And I hope the players respond the right way. And it's not going to be for you. The fans, yes. Because if it was up to you, we're 6 foot under already. We're dead and buried and gone. Gone. And just because you got beat on the last play, that can't affect the next play. Or that's breaking you. Your frustration is breaking you. Just because you miss a block, or you get blocked, or you miss a tackle, or you fumble the ball. What does it take to break you?
Everything you put into it is right out in front of you. Let's go get this thing.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning and welcome to the Long Run with the Ano Man. And you know what? I'm getting ready. I'm not going to hold you long today. And I'm just going right to the getting with the getting. I bring my compadre straight on up. It's the gumbo chef himself. Good morning, Bishop. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Bishop. This is the you know what? I'm gonna go on and say it. This is the day the Lord has made, and we're gonna rejoice and be glad in it. Win,
Absolutely.
lose, or draw. It all is all good in the hood right here. How you doing, Bishop?
Hey, can't complain. I'm above ground, and I get to be with my folks, and we're gonna serve up some spicy gumbo today.
Yeah, man, and I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm gonna put this disclaimer out there, and I want everybody to know. First of all, we do have gumbo that we're gonna serve up, but I'm also putting some crawfish in. I'm putting up some crawfish in a different boil. I'm putting some shrimp in a different boil, and I'm also putting a pot, down here in the South we call it a trash pot. And in there it's gonna be a mixture of some of everything. Gonna have a little pig feet in there. We're gonna have a lot of have some shrimp in there, some sausage in there. We're gonna throw some alligator tail in there. We just gonna make it happen, okay? And let me tell you right now, and I'm putting all the Zatarain's hot, shrimp boil, crab boil and stuff. I'm putting as much of that in there as I can stand because the pot is going to be pretty big, Bishop. And I also want you to know that I got my wooden boat oar. So I can stir it around. You don't stir it with no metal. You stir it with wood.
You don't.
You stir it with wood. So I got my wooden oar and it's been to be on. So with that being said, first of all, I want to say, after saying good morning to Bishop, I want to say good morning to my producer, Dwight. Dwight is one of the most blessed men in the house, Bishop. He was at the game personally. He was there in the A. Well, he lives there in the ATL, but he got tickets to the game. I'm not gonna tell who got them because I'm sort of jealous about it, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, Dwight was there, man. Shout out to my producer, Dwight. But let me go to the chat right quick, Bishop, and let me say, you know how I do it. Good morning, William Bryant, Roll Tide. Good morning, Keith Holcomb, Roll Tide to you, William Bryant. There she is, training my dragon. KT, my girl. Good morning, Roll Tide. What the business is? Quit playing, girl. Act like you know. You know what the business is. What's up, KT? Roll Tide. Martavius Heath, Roll Tide to you. Anitra, Roll Tide, and good morning. Let me see. Good morning, Diane. Good morning. Roll Tide, Diane. Good to see you. Jeff Stapleton, what's up with your player? Roll Tide to you. Roll Tide. Let me see. Big Dean, Roll Tide, Roll Tide. Good morning, my brother. Tony Canada, my brother, representing them Vols out of Tennessee. Yes, sir. What's up, Tony? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Yeah. Good morning. There we go. Let me see. DSGB, my brother, congratulations. You and Stacy go Dogs. Y'all won the doggone thing, man. What's up, DSGB? You and Mr. P. Y'all won it. Congratulations. Hey, what's there left to say? Y'all did it. Y'all did it. Congratulations to you and the Georgia Bulldog, Martavius Heath. Good morning again. OG, the OG, The Gilster is in the house, Bishop. Gil Cruz, my brother from New York.
You know,
My brother.
straight off the stoop. The
man,
boogie down is in the house.
Brooklyn's finest, my brother. And always OG Gil, man, thank you for all you do, brother. Thank you for your service in our military. This is a true patriot. Now, I just say true. He's true. He's true to the game. And then not only is that, Gil is also one of our law enforcement working there in New York there, Bishop. So shout out to OG Gil, man. That's why I love him, man. Brother keeps it real with you all the time. And sometimes you might not like what he have to say, but it's straight 100. If you don't want the truth, don't ask Gil. Don't ask Gil. Don't ask Gil. I think we about at the top. Let's go back to the bottom and let's see what's happening. That's it. What's UGA Trevor? Man, no, man, congratulations. University of Georgia Trevor. Yep, y'all back on top. Yep, y'all did it. You know, you finally beat Alabama one more time, and I give you that. Man,
got you set up, Kevin.
You beat Yay, man.
Yeah,
SEC
good to go.
champ. It is what it is, brother. So good to see everybody this morning. Now, Bishop, you get before we start, Bishop, you got something you wanna throw at us first? Cause I'm gonna let's get I see TP in the house, Bishop. Bishop. Okay.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay. TP in the house.
TP, are you with me?
Oh yeah, TP is him. Well, Bishop, it was one crazy weekend, and
yes,
didn't we say that the upsets would happen? They were going to be there. The handwriting was really on the proverbial wall. The upsets were going to happen, and they did. They did. I figured that somewhere in my gut, I just figured that Ohio State would pull it out, but they didn't. Indiana took it to them. They really did. Indiana took it to them. I'm just going to go ahead and make this grand announcement. Mendoza is going to win the Heisman. Anything other than that, y'all, you can forget anybody else. Mendoza is going to win the Heisman. Enough said about that. Let me see, Bishop. Duke. Didn't we say Duke was going to cause some problems?
We did. I picked them as my upset.
Yeah, Duke was going to cause some problems, and they did. And Duke is the reason, ACC, you don't have a representative. Not that you were going to get one anyway, but Duke is part of the reason you don't have a representative within the college football playoffs. I'm just saying. Motivated, dedicated, man. Good morning to you, man. Go Dogs, man. Y'all did it. Daniel King, what's up with you? Roll Tide to you. But motivated, dedicated, DSG 84. Who else is up in here? Stacy, Go Dogs. Anybody that representing Georgia, hey man, y'all did it.
You did what you had to come to do.
You did what you had to do. Your Kirby's on a mission. But let's see if you hold up. That's gonna be the key right there. Right now everybody's gonna be 0-0, brand new season. Everything, but shout out to you, and I'm going to be talking more about this in just a second. We just got to just getting some things going, we got some things to, and Bishop, I might do 2 shows today. Today might be that day. I just may do 2 shows. I just may do 2 shows, so I will let you know. Depending on how my schedule goes. Bishop, you got some stuff to do. I still have some stuff to do. I got some schoolwork to do, and plus I got some more stuff to do. But I might try to get another show in. But
we play it by ear.
But I'll let you know. We see that. Let me see. Indiana won the Big Ten. We know that Georgia won the SEC. Duke won the ACC, and Texas Tech won the Big 12. You know who's in the house. You know who's in the house. I got to get her. You know, no matter where I'm doing, I got to show that mad respect. You already know. You know, Bishop.
Oh my God!
That's you know who him. You know who's him. Yes, sir. It's the one. It's the only. It's LaToya, the queen of the honeybees. What the business is, LaToya?
You know?
Ooh, quit playing, girl, and act like you know. What's up with you, LaToya? Yeah. NG Benjamin, what's up with you? Alabama bias. I disagree with that. I totally disagree with that. I understand which way you're coming from, but that's not what it is. That's not what it is by a long shot. And plus, we're gonna get to that in just a second. Okay. So matter of fact, let's go ahead and hop to it. Let's hop to it. Now, for those of you that are we staunch Alabama fans, I need you to do something for me. If you're not gonna like what I'm about, you might not like what I'm about to say, okay? And that's totally understandable. But please notice of assuredly, this is Piano Man's opinion, okay? This is my opinion. And I'm not gonna, and I'm not this type of host that says, this is just my show and I can say what I want to say. No, it's not quite, well, it is quite like that, but this is my opinion. Okay, this is my opinion. But y'all do know, I watch the game. I try to watch it from Bishop, from an old mindset from which I came from, which is in the 70s, and from when I played the game, and I realized that the game has evolved into what we have now. So here we go. Bishop,
Let me clear my throat.
Yeah, let me get a little water here. Let me get a little, I'm like Grady on Sanford. Let me get a little stripper right here. Now watch this. Bishop, if you would have told me, now watch this. I'm going to start with Georgia. If you would have told me that Gunnar Stockton was 20 out of 26 for 156 yards, 6 yards a pop, 3 touchdowns, and a QB rating of 83. If you would have had told me that this was what was going on and they won 28-7, I would have told you crazy. If you would have told me that Ty Simpson was 19 out of 39 for 212 yards, 5.4 average, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and a QB rating, I want to make sure that I'm seeing this right. A QB rating. Bishop, 19.9.
Well,
19.9.
Mm.
Let me read that one more time.
Well,
19 for 39. 212 yards. Now he outgained Gunnar in yardage, but Gunnar outballed him. Only those that understand, he outballed him. 5.4, 1 interception, 1 touchdown. And this is coming from ESPN. 19.9 QB rating. Watch this. Now I'm gonna stick with Bama because no sense in reading Georgia because we're gonna state the obvious. Because you'll be stating the obvious there. But here we go. Daniel Hill. Whole game. 4 carries. Good morning, Chapman fan. Good morning, Stephen and Hickson, the voices of no mercy. 4 carries, 11 yards, Bishop, 2.5 yards a carry, no touchdowns, and his longest run was 5 yards. I'm going to get to something in just a second. Just give Piano Man a minute. Just give Piano Man a minute. Just give me a minute. AK Deer. Everybody was hollering for AK. AK got out there and looked like he was at the carnival. He didn't know what ride he wanted to get on. But AK, 3 carries, 10 yards, his 3.3, his longest carry was 5. Ryan 1 carry, 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards, and everybody else was like 0. Good morning, Gwen. Roll Tide. What the business is?
Might be it.
You know, quit playing, girl.
You know?
Now watch this. Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson. 6 carries. 20.
Say that again.
Ty Simpson. 6 carries. 28 yards. Negative. Negative
Yes, sir.
28 yards.
And just a little hint, Kevin, it's training. Hey, it's all good.
And for a grand total, this is yardage in rushing for the Alabama Crimson Tide in a whole game, rushing negative 3 yards. Give me a little bit more stripper right here. Good morning, Nicole Covington. What the business is? You know. Quit playing, girl. Act like you know. A negative 3 yards rushing in an SEC championship game. This is basically what your rushing offense did. Oh, yeah. I'm going to bring it home in just a second. You want to talk about receiving? Here we go.
We pulling receipts.
Jerm Bernard, 6 receptions, 62 yards, 10.3 yards a catch, 1 touchdown, and his longest was 23 yards. Daniel Hill, see, I'm a Tide fan, and I can do this. I've been in it since 1973 and probably some longer than me, but the crimson colored glasses have been off, and I'm just going to tell you like it is. Daniel Hill, this receptions, 5 receptions, 50 yards, 10 yards a catch. His longest was 27. And Caleb Edwards, 3, 42. I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to give you some numbers. Ryan Williams, 2 for 33. Isaiah Horton, 1 for 12. Marshall Pritchard, 1 for 12. Lassier Brooks, 1 for 1. For a grand total of 212 yards. So when you look at the total I can't read no more. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Because let me give you the bright spot. In all of that, let me give you the bright spot. Nakai Hill-Green, 7 tackles, 4 solo. Deontay Lawson, whom a lot of folks was fussing about, I didn't say a word, because when you go pull up his receipts, Deontay Lawson, 6 total tackles, 4 solo. Bray Hubbard, 6 total tackles, 3 solo. Pierre, 5 total tackles, 5 solo. And folks hollering about Womack, want him gone. I'm about to give us a dose of reality right here. Georgia, I salute you. This Tide fan salutes you. Want me to tell you why? Because in all honesty, Bishop, Kirby took his foot off the gas. Y'all will say 28-7. This score, honest to goodness, should have been in the 40s, and Bama basically would have gotten shut out. Got to watch the game. You got to take your glasses off. You got to listen, watch it as a football fan and not just a fan of your favorite team. Georgia came with the thunder on the very first play. Let's walk it down from the very first play. Bama deferred the kickoff. Correct me if I'm wrong. Bama deferred the kickoff. Bama put the defense on the field first. We was going to set the tone. I'm going to show you something. Here we go. On the very first play, it was a screen to, it was either to Frazier or it was to Branch. What happened? Can I tell you what happened? He busted it for 10 yards right off the jump. I said, we in trouble. I said it from the jump. First of all, we came out with no intensity, none at all. I didn't see no intensity. Let me tell you something. Georgia fan, where you at? Where you at, DSG? Where you at? I know Stacey Go Dogs ain't up in here. Where you at? Where you it's another one up in here. Up there. Dog Nation, somebody like that. You tell me if Piano Man is blind and don't know what he's talking about. When Damani Jackson hit Nate Frazier and knocked the wind out of him, and they got up there and got the flexing, somebody tell me, why did Frazier come back in there and run all over Alabama's defense? Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I know somebody. I want anybody to tell me. Tell me. Piano Man, you blind. Piano Man, you blind. You ain't seeing this right. You ain't looking at it right. Tell me that Nate Frazier went out there, got his composure, and came back out there and did the doggone thing. A hit like that was supposed to have froze him up. It hyped him up. Where have I seen this before? Texas did the same thing to Gunnar Stockton last year. Hit Gunnar Stockton so hard and it knocked his helmet off. And when they got up there and Gunnar Stockton shook his head, it hyped Georgia up. I look at it from a difference. I just look at the game. And when Nate Frazier came, when that dude come back in there, we had no answer for Georgia. And the stats show, he got hit a few times, DSG, but every time we hit him, that rascal came back with a vengeance. Now, I want to tell you something. We in the playoffs. So what? I'm the one, I might, here we go, Bishop. I told you yesterday that I got to put this header out there. I'm gonna let you speak right here, Bishop. I'm gonna say something I'm about to say something that the Alabama fans gonna get mad at me for saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You want to talk about what grace looks like? Everybody want to know what grace looks like? Look at the Alabama Crimson Tide being in the playoff. That's what grace looks like. Getting something that you don't deserve. The way I could see it, if we were just totally, come on, if the GM is here. Bino, what's up, bro? I could see
Spit your fire. Spit your fire. Go on now.
I could see it if we were just totally a team that was outmatched. I could see it if we were just this team that lucked our way in. But we're supposed to be the Alabama Crimson Tide. And brother, Georgia didn't fear us. So let me make this grand announcement. Nobody fears Alabama anymore. Nobody. We don't put the fear in nobody. There used to be a time. Bishop, let's go back old school for a minute. Do you remember back in the gap when you used to say, I'm going pro right about now, when you used to say Oakland Raiders?
Yeah.
And the Oakland Raiders was going to come to your town and play. Just say, for instance, the Oakland Raiders were about to come and play Buffalo. Let's just say they're going to play Buffalo. People were scared. Oakland was coming to town because Oakland was a bunch of guys who, when they played, they didn't care and they commanded a respect. Listen, their reputation preceded them.
Facts.
And when they got there, you knew why they were the Oakland Raiders. And the only team who could calm Oakland down was my team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. But when Pittsburgh and Oakland would go at it, it was always bam, bam, bam. Normally, when Alabama and Georgia go at it, it's bam, bam, bam. But yesterday, Saturday, Georgia bought the bam, and Alabama just acted like a lamb.
One week, just a rule of thumb, since it is Monday and a lot of things are going on, let's give it 5 minutes, because oftentimes it's too jam-packed in the early part of the morning.
Just saying. And we are in a playoff. Bishop, what did you tell us last week? Now enter the Bishop. Enter the Bishop.
Did you have any Q&As where you can go over until give it enough time to let the system catch up, and by that time it should be good?
Oh, I forgot he on training. I forgot he's multitasking this morning, folks. See, we got a multitasking co-host. But here we go. Bishop.
No, Q&As is like quizzes. Do you have any quizzes? How we allow the system to catch up to us?
Stephen, I couldn't have said it any better. Came into the game with no fire, no pride. Defeated, man.
It's all good.
I'm just telling you. I'm saying to you. Let me go ahead and address the other elephant in the room while Bishop is handling his business. Let me address the elephant in the room. I started with Gunner because I wanted to show you an analogy. I wanted to show you a difference. Gunner threw for less yards than Ty, but got the most results. It is what it is, folks. It is what it is. Gunner threw for the least amount of yards. Moon Rocker, A-Dog, what's up with you? I'm telling you, Gunner threw for the least amount of yards, but produced the most results. Produced the most positive results. Ty threw for the most yards and produced in the negative. Regression.org. And it's been, and since nobody want to say it, people want to, you know, I've been on different sites. I've been on this, been on that, and the other. There are some folks that saying it's the O-line, it's the that, it's this, it's that, it's everybody but the quarterback. On some sites, it's the quarterback. On some folks, it's the O-line. Blah, 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 blah. But let me tell you something. I talked to 2 coaches yesterday. And everything. And what's up, J. Cole? Shalom, peace and blessings to you, my brother. Now, let me tell you something.
Shalom.
Bishop, how many seconds does it take, or is it supposed to take, for the time that the quarterback, the center, has snapped the ball to the quarterback, whether it is under center or you're going in the wildcat shotgun, whatever you want to call it?
2 to 3 seconds.
2 to 3 seconds. 2 to 3 seconds. 2 to 3 seconds. Twister is working. 2 to 3 seconds, but he's listening. 2 to 3 seconds. Did y'all know? No, y'all didn't know, because some of y'all probably hadn't seen it. On a Facebook page, under an Alabama site, I can't remember which one, they expect the O-line to hold up a defensive lineman like all day. Are you kidding me? First of all, Bishop, Coach Sean, I asked him, you and him said the same thing. 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, 3 at the max. Tie back there, looking. If they're not open, bro, that means that the play is covered. That's
correct.
Common sense. That's common sense. That means that the play is over. That means that the route itself is over. You can't force it. You can't. They got you on lock. It's just that simple.
Yes.
Now, you have a chance or choice to do one of 2 things. Well, really 3. Either you can force the play, which is going to probably get you either ball batted down, or 9 times out of 10, either 9 times out of 10, or you're going to get the interception. That's what's going to happen if you try to force it. Number 2, or you can throw the ball away and save yourself for another down. There's no dishonor in that. But number 3, why won't you take off and run? Listen, some yardage is better than losing yardage. Can I prove it? I just proved it to you. Dude, you got negative 28 yards rushing. And there's no problem.
Facts.
And ain't nobody just dumping on Ty. Look here. We've watched this. No. Let me speak personally. I've been one of the most optimistic. I've been one of the most supporting podcasters out here as it relates to Alabama. I tried to do like Jesse Jackson and keep hope alive. What's up, 2-time? Hey, bro, congratulations, man. What's up, 2-time? Good to see you, man. But, Steven, you keep hollering the O-line got your ass beat, got your ass beat continually. Why? Want me to tell you why? First of all, Georgia can't watch the defense real good. Georgia dared Ty to throw the ball. They knew he couldn't. He couldn't throw it deep. They went into, I think is a single high safety. I think that's what they went into. And because they knew he couldn't get it deep. And so I'll tell you. So what they did was they overloaded and bam. So 5 can't block 7. So we're going to blame it on the O-line. Plays wasn't there. Scared to run. Newton didn't have no running game. So we are still talking. What week is this, Bishop?
This is 14, 15, something like that.
Something like that. And we still dealing with a week 1 problem. Okay, Bishop. So until they went too high all night, and there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. And I'm going to say this and everything. Bishop, Georgia's defense looked just like Oklahoma's defense on steroids. On steroids. Oklahoma, we all know what Oklahoma did, but you take away 3 plays in that Oklahoma game, Bishop, and Bama beats Oklahoma. They really do. But how many times we gonna keep giving a good team a short field? Because the offense is inept. Yeah, inept. INEPTTTTTT infinity. This is the worst Alabama offense since 2008. I think that's what they did, 2007. What you don't know about Piano Man? I do. Go. The stats prove it. PP. The stats prove it, bruh. We put more yards on Oklahoma than we did on Georgia. Now the stats prove that, TP. Yes, sir. Take away 3 plays and Bama beats y'all. Take away the fact that and I know y'all don't want to hear it. I know you don't want to hear it, TP, but the missed field goal, that was a real thing, bro. Just saying, man. Georgia came in with that thing, and anytime they put you in negative, y'all, come on, TP, negative 3 yards rushing, y'all didn't do that, bro. Now, Bishop, did you?
No, we didn't do no 3.
You didn't do that, TP. Go look at the stats. Bama put over 400 yards of offense on your defense. Didn't do it Saturday.
Passing. Yeah, passing.
Passing.
I'll say that. Yeah.
Passing. Georgia did the doggone thing. So at what point, when the deer in headlights look gonna stop? When the getting shook look gonna stop? Yeah, there was a lot of drops, but there was a lot of I bleed crimson. Yep, there was a lot of drops. Yeah, but there was a lot of bad ball placement too. There's a lot of blame on both sides. One play, I bleed. I bleed. Daniel Hill had nothing but green grass. I didn't get it to him. Go back and look at it.
Okay, what we got going on?
Now, on the other side of that, now enough about that. Because here's where it all boils down to, y'all. Coaching. Yeah, coaching.
That's not ideal, and understand this is one way to go about it. Could they drive and you just be there, eyes and ears, and
what point
they drive?
Have to
do
say,
they
hey,
deal
coach,
through you?
This
On
ain't
the
working.
screen? Can you get
It's
into
not
it?
working. It takes too long for plays to develop, and you got a
Just a
number of
suggestion.
that's wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. This Alabama offense, it is hard to watch. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch this, Bishop. It's hard to watch this. So all I'm saying is we get into the TP, because if the film is out on you, that's all you have to do to them, then everybody's going to do it. And that's where adjustments come in. I believe that I would have been tied at halftime. I would have been tied before halftime because these problems was start in this particular game. Let's just take this particular game. These problems were starting from the word go. You know, Diana says, nope, not just about time, but if Saban could have pulled starters and put in Tua and freshmen to add a spark, something should have been done on Saturday. Exactly.
There you go.
Just saying. Bishop, go ahead, man. I got a headache now, but I'm just saying, 20, a negative 3 yards rushing in an SEC championship game. The Alabama Crimson Tide. Nah.
You're doing a great job. Hey, it's the system. Hey, we're in a boxing match with the system, so keep doing your thing.
Go ahead, Bishop.
Well, the bottom line is we told you about the eye in the sky, and you kept fighting all year, and now the team that knows you the best, remember I told you, once they have played you so many times, once they get a tendency, they're going to use it to make it a point. I think they proved that theory right. So with that said, it's time to be honest and take a good look at that game and understand all they did is realize the tendency of Ty and Alabama, and they saw what was working against you, and no adjustments were made. So therefore, the results are indicative of the tendencies. Period, point blank.
And until and you know what? I said the other day. Matter of fact, yesterday to be exact. What's up? Good morning, B Sharp. Man, great show on yesterday, brother. I said on yesterday. On Twitter to be exact. It used to be that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and expecting a different result. Now I just call it dumb. That's just dumb. Just being dumb. Not playing right. Not making adjustments. Not willing to make folks mad. Not willing to do anything. See, excuse me, y'all, but this is the old school of me coming out now. Because back in my day, that would, well, 2 times. Not stop, they ain't blaming, it's not blaming Ty for everything, because you just missed me, 2 times, I just told you it's coaching too. But bruh, who's the leader of the team? Who's the captain? Who's the captain? Who's the captain? Come on now. Who's the captain? Where does it start? Each week. And wait a minute. Okay. Well, since this, okay, I didn't want to go here, but since we want to go there, you go say, stop blaming Ty for everything. Did Milroe get that same grace? Nope. And I'm not making it a racial issue, but you
This is spicy gumbo. Everybody run the lights up.
You didn't give Milroe the same grace. And everybody was saying, put Ty in. Well, the way that is looking, now you see why he couldn't beat him out. Because if the long ball wasn't there this year, 9 times out of 10, the deep ball wasn't there for Ty last year, nor the year before. Come on now. Let's just be fair. And let me ask you another question. Since we want to talk about don't blame it all on Ty, how many times did Milroe lose to Georgia? How many times did he lose? We just gonna keep it at Georgia. How many times? Georgia was so glad Milroe was gone till they probably was singing the Hallelujah chorus. And a lot of Bama Nation called him out of his name. They said everything, but guess what? He never lost to Georgia. No times. No times. He didn't lose. So sometimes you get what you want, but you lose what you have. And ever since, I'm going to say, ever since Missouri, Ty has regressed. That's on, and you know what? I don't know if the regression is just on him, but sometimes, Bishop, and you know, as a pastor, you know, and if there's anybody else in leadership of any kind, it's okay to pull a leader aside and say, hey, sit this one out for a minute. Go get a breath. Take a breather. Get your wits about you. But when you just keep trying to make them play through it, and it keeps getting worse, now, two-time, bruh, now that's not on Ty. That's on coaching. I can't put it no plainer. And I love DeBoer. I love him because he accepted the challenge. I admire him because he stepped in for the GOAT. But I said this to Bishop yesterday, and I said this to Twister the other night, and that's this here. Nobody want to replace the GOAT, don't want to take the place of the GOAT, but everybody wanting to take the place of DeBoer. Now, all of a sudden, everybody got all the answers. Just pull him. Nobody said, per se, bench him. Pull him. Let him get his mind right. Ain't that what Saban did? Isn't that what Saban did? Saban did it plenty of times. Just saying, man. I'm just saying. And if you ain't fixed it in 13 weeks, you're not going to fix it in 2. So all I'm going to say on this, I'm almost done. I said what I had to say. I said what I've had to say. I might probably come back on the second show. We probably be on more happier note. But this is Piano Man's rant right here. Something's got to change. Something has to happen. You can't just keep relying on your defense to pull you through, and you putting the other team. Georgia had three opportunities, and Georgia racked up on them. Well, you know what, TP? If they that fragile, they don't need to play football. They need a therapist. They need a therapist.
Well,
they need a therapist.
Receipts have been pulled.
I'm just saying. This time out for I'm about to throw my hat. Y'all know when I throw my hat. Y'all know when Piano Man throw his hat, he's upset. I'm about to throw my hat, and I'm trying to. Hey, come on, the AA. What the business is? You know, quit playing, girl. Act like you know. Let me tell you something. Piano Man about to throw his hat, but I'm not gonna throw it. I'm not gonna throw it because I made my piece. But I'm telling you now, something has to change, and that's at coaching. Coaching has to be like I said. I'm not saying bench Ty. I said pulling. When you're struggling. Wait a minute. Any baseball players in here? How long are you gonna keep a pitcher on the mound and he's serving up hits? What do they do? They switch pitchers.
Hey, Piano. No. Let me jump in. Now, hey, fam. Let's just be honest. Did Nick Saban in one of the national championship games, when it was 0-0, pull a starting quarterback for the backup?
I know 2 times he did it. I know two.
Sometimes you got to be willing to look at it and not with feelings, but the honesty. And he's made a gut feeling like, hey, I need a change. Otherwise, we're losing the momentum battle and keeping them in the game.
And I'm gonna tell you what, Moon Rock, I just caught on to what you said. Yeah, bro, I'm about to throw my hat because I'm gonna tell you what. Some folks, I'm tired of the double standard. I try to be peaceful. I try to be Christ-like. Lord knows that, but when I see double standard, I can't stand it. That's the side of me the Lord ain't delivered yet, Bishop. So you got to pray for your boy right there. He ain't delivered that part of me yet. But when I see double standard, Jalen Hurts is built different than Ty Simpson mentally, and that's true. But let me tell you something. But if Ty can't handle it, then what you doing out there? Because this kind of stuff is going to come. And anybody, okay, Bishop, here we go. All right. Here we go. But let me go. Didn't I tell you I was going to put a lot of Zatarans in this gumbo? Well, he go to rest of can number 1. When fear is detected, you get your butt kicked.
Ouch.
When fear is detected, that's when you get your butt kicked. And fear has been detected. And it's on the radar screen. And they bring a good defensive coordinator, and they pick that up and they look for tendencies and mannerisms. They pick that up. That's the psychology of the game. Just saying. So I'm not saying bench Ty. I'm saying pull him and let him get his mind right. But he ain't the only one you need to pull. You need to pull some more folks. If you can, I'm still okay. They hollering about Jaden Roberts. That's the Hulk, man. All I know is this right here. If you ain't fixed it in 13 weeks, it's just like going to summer school. If you couldn't learn your lesson like you need to in 181 days, you ain't gonna pass in 3 weeks unless somebody fudge your grades. And you got guys on the bench, I believe. You got guys on the bench. That's why I said, now the future of Bama is actually in good hands. You got some dogs on that bench. What did you have to lose by pulling it? He was shook. That's been your, you know.
Yeah, I see you. You working it. You working it.
28-7. I'm harping on them -3 yards rushing and -28 by time. That's rushing the football now. Rushing the football. So that means those things, a lot of those things were his decision. Oh yeah, TP. He the truth. He cold. But until we can sit here on all of these podcasts, on all of these stations, everybody can say this, chirp, 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 chap, 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 this, that, and the third. But until administration of the team does something, all we can do is chap, 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 chirp, 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 and keep putting up bad numbers.
But now that we got your attention, And now that the gumbo has been served right, now you see the importance of watching film, getting clued in, and doing the hard thing of being honest and addressing the things necessary so you can be successful in your next meeting. That's what is Piano saying today. Documentation does beat conversation, huh?
Beats it every time. Beats it every time. I don't like going off like this, but see, I know my team is better than this. It's better than this. I'm from the days, watch this. I'm about to say some names that maybe only Stephen Hicks and a couple other folk might know about. I'm from the days of Wilbur Jackson. I'm from the days of Tony Nathan. I'm from the days of Major Ogilvy. I'm from the days of Stedman Shealy. I'm from the days of Mitch Ferguson and Lou Eichner and Billy Jackson and Kerry Gould and Saran Stacy. Need I go further? I'm from the days of Deuce Palmer. I'm from the days of Terry Gant. I don't even have to bring up Derrick Henry and Damian Harris and Mark Ingram and Najee Harris and what's his name down there, Florida State right now. I don't have to bring those up. I can go way back and show you some guys that produced running the football. Now, I'm just saying now. Sean Alexander. Shoot. And we sitting up there looking like Alexander Graham Bell. Ned in the first primer. -3 yards rushing. Somebody better do something.
And didn't Bishop said something about the guard and tackle being one of the 3 keys?
Center guard tackle. Right there. That little square right there. On both sides, on both the strong and the weak. Saying. It's time to have a conversation.
Let's not talk about that punt team.
Center snapped the ball and it threw off the rhythm of the punter and Georgia blocked it. That's called field position. Now, could Bama go on a run? Yeah, but it's highly unlikely. Just saying. And for those, and I'm not beating up on nobody, but for those who thought Ty was perfect, guess again, he got flaws. He has them. He has them. But you know what? But I think that no. I know that this stuff was not addressed in practice. Practice. I bleed crimson. Pamela, what about the drop TDs? Yeah, that happened too. But there's a lot of factors in that. Go back and watch the game. Telling you now. Telling you. Yeah, Keith. Gotta elevate. Gotta elevate it. It's not elevating. This is frustrating. And we've watched this regression of our offense. And like I said, and for those of you who's thinking that, you know, it's a bashing of Ty Simpson, no, it's not. Let me tell you something. Go on if you really want to see Ty get bashed, I dare you to go on some of these other sites and see what's happening and hear what they have to say. What we're talking is far different than what a lot of these other folks are saying.
And here's what, let's be honest. The bottom line is would you agree? And now understand, you saw with your own eyes. What did you see? Was there what he's telling you this morning is anything he's manufacturing, or was it just a full assessment of the actual game? If that's the case, then just like any coach and any player, they got to be held accountable. And if you're going to be held accountable and you're still in the fight, you got to answer these things because it's still a tendency. And if you don't answer it, it's still going to be in the next movement. So documentation beat conversation. The eye in the sky is never lost. It finds a way to win every time because the eye in the sky don't lie.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna say this, and we get ready to get out of here. Yeah. No, she's not only blaming Ty, she's calling it out that what she's saying, I believe, and there's a lot of us that's saying, and it might be coming across that you're only blaming Ty, but here's the catch with that, big dog. If you have a captain, he's a captain, man. See, I'm talking about it from a football perspective. Your captain can't show fear. Captain, let's do the word analogy. Captain, general, captain, the leader, the captain. Derek Jeter was called the captain for a reason. The captain, the quarterback is the leader of the team. The QB is the leader of the team. And when the leader, I'm talking about on the field, is not together, it causes a friction and it causes an unraveling for everybody else. I mean, that's what's happening right there. And I'm just saying, from a captain perspective, you're saying they're asking Ty to do too much. Now, you know what, two-time, I can see that to a certain point. But whatever it is that they're asking him to do, you've got to have the capacity to do it. I've got 4 kids. I know the limitations of all 4 of my children. I know the limitations of all of them. I would not ask Jonathan to do something that I know Jeremy or Jamal can do it better, because that's not his forte. A coach has to know his players' limitations. And you've got to know, Bishop, there's an old commercial. Yep. I won't say it's the, and Lord knows we're not promoting any drinking or anything, but it's a Genesis commercial, the beer. And there's an old adage they used to say, you've got to know when you've had your fill. You got to know. That's your responsibility. In this particular case, Ty also has a responsibility in saying, Coach, I'm not getting it. Don't just make them think you got it and you think that you're gonna wing it. And when you get out there in the game, it shows you ain't got it. Because let me put it to you on this, let me put it to you on this wise. Let me put it to you on this wise, and I'm done. Because, see, I don't believe in this arguing stuff, because you ain't making me believe that this is just a figment of my imagination. When a QB, here's a good example. Bryce Young. Let me use Bryce for instance. Let me use Bryce. How many will agree with me? Bryce Young hated the run. He couldn't stand it. And when Bryce, why did Bryce hate it?
Y'all doing a great job, though.
Not his strong point. And he knew it. He knew it. He knew it. Bryce Young got hurt running away from a defense because the line broke down. The coverage broke down. Bryce Young had to run. All right. And when they hit Bryce, that's how he got hurt. Enter Jalen Milroe. And he got hurt, and they took him they didn't try to let him play through it or nothing. But they took Jalen Milroe. He comes out and finishes the game. I'm going somewhere with this. Bryce was hurt for 2 weeks. Watch this. Jalen comes out in the Arkansas game. What happened on the first play of the scrimmage? Bust them for a touchdown. Pass play, coverage broke down because they figured Jalen wasn't going to do it, and Jalen tucked it, and they ain't caught Jalen today. What's my point? It's almost like Ty's not that confident. He's not that confident. I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you now, just from a Ty perspective, I believe, and you said 65%. Okay, let's take that 65%. I believe that if Ty took that ball and ran it more and trusted his legs, trusted his eyes, trusted his process, and seeing that this ain't got it where I need to be, bam, I'm going to take off and I'm going to do it. A positive 3 yards beats a negative 3 yards any day of the week. I'm telling you. And I'm telling you again, and the more Ty would run it, it would keep those defensive honest. Good morning, Zach. Roll Tide, bro. It would keep those defenses honest, and they would have to play him a lot different. Nobody's asking him to be Greg McElroy. Nobody's asking him to be Jake Coker. Nobody's asking him to be AJ McCarron, Jalen Hurts, Tua, Mac Jones, Bryce Young, or Milroe. We're asking him to be the best version of Ty that he can be, but also think. Don't be, come with it. Make those decisions. Think off the cuff sometimes. Make them play you. But when they play you, because they know because they're taking your strong points. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And Ty wouldn't run. That's part of the game, y'all. That's part of the game. So, y'all, what's up, Tough as Nail, Roll Tide, bro? I'm just saying, man. So, Bishop, that's my rant. I'm getting ready to go.
Yep.
That's it.
And,
some point or another.
If I can just say one thing.
Go ahead, bro.
The key is think of it as a midterm. You now got your grade back. Now the team has a chance to truly evaluate and make the necessary adjustments. Because the bottom line is, you are still in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And now those tendencies have to be addressed. Because everybody has the same film. And when they break down the film, it says the same thing. And if it says the same thing, and Georgia did it on the highest level in a championship game, what do you think everybody else is going to do?
Steven, I agree. Yeah, the receiver need to catch the ball, but Ty needs to get it to him too, bro. See, that's a two-way street. Let me give you a good for instance. I'm an old fullback. When we call it a wheel route. In the day, we called it a flare pass or a flare pattern. I threw the ball to Daniel Hill as if we as if he was going down the field on a slant route. On a flare, you throw the ball softly, not zip it. You can look at it and tell. Go back and look at it. You can't catch that like that. Then number two, the ball was at his feet. Come on now. Yeah, I'm right. Someone won a great play on Bam Down Sport. Man, I don't want to hear that with somebody. I'm going to tell you this. The other positive that came out of it is whoever bet on Georgia in the betting realm, somebody's rich today. So, I mean, there's a lot of blame to go around, but all we're asking of, okay, you can say putting a lot of pressure on quarterbacks, okay, but I'm not. All I'm asking of Ty to do is be the best version of himself. And I think he's not doing the best that he is. Like he's limiting himself. It ain't the O-line, it's him. He's limiting himself. Because I'm going to tell you something. Coverage would have broke down like that. And that was Milroe. Milroe would have torched Georgia. Now, Georgia, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Milroe would have torched them. That's why they had to play him different. Come on. Make them play him different. So I'm just saying, this Piano Man with your I'm just calling it like I see it, but we're one of the worst offenses in the land. Offensively. I'm just saying, we're one of the worst offenses in the land. And I agree with that. I think it does. I think the offense does need to be simplified, because can I tell you something? Now, let me say this, Bishop, and you've heard me say this before. Now let me shift it to the coaching side of things. Taking them routes too long to develop. If the Bishop said 2 to 3 seconds, it shouldn't take that long. But if he's sitting back there and in the pocket and he's sitting back there going eeny, meeny, miny, mo, that just simply means the route is over. They got that. It's on lock. So now you either throw it away or you tuck it and run and get you some positive yards out of it. But if you're afraid of getting hurt, then just throw the ball away. That's a quick fix. I'm done. That's it for me. I might come back on today. I might. But right now I got a headache because I'm still looking at Bishop this -3 yards.
We do want y'all to go ahead and run the likes up. Piano Man, pull all receipts so we're all on the same page, and no sugarcoating. Today was not sugarcoat day.
I'm just saying. So anyway, but y'all, that's it. Bishop, I gotta go. Homework calling, school calling, got something else to do, everything. But y'all, all we want, we're in the playoffs. Let's act like it. Let's act like it. It's time, but I pulled receipts today. Been nice long enough. Been the look, from underdogs, Smith, whatever. I forgot the dog's name and everything. The nice little shoe shine dog, and everything. And everybody patting me on the head, because you're nice, Piano Man, and everything. Well, see, but back when I was coming along, a showing like that, you got your tail kicked. And I ain't talking about on the field. I'm talking about you had to take criticism. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, B Sharp. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Questionable. And notice he said weeks, plural. Questionable. I'm just saying. And I'm gonna say this on B Sharp's his response right there. Let me put it up there like this. First down, Daniel Hill up the middle, 3 yards. Second down, Daniel Hill up the middle, 3 yards. 3 and 3 is 6. Third down, Daniel Hill, I think up the middle, 3 more yards is 8. And you could, or however that went, and you couldn't get 2 yards, and then so to get your 2 yards, you're gonna try to do a fake, a reverse, and you lose yardage. That's what B Sharp is talking about. That's what he's talking about. Questionable play calling. Daniel Hill, 3 yards, 2 yards, this, that, and the third. It beats a negative. I'm done. Y'all, everybody have a great day. I don't like ending my shows like this, but it's time to face the music. We don't look good offensively. We have a championship defense, but the offense is not there. It is not there.
So here's what we're going to do.
Wait a minute. Hold up, Bishop. Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
I got to show this. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on. I bleed crimson. Really? Really? You better do something. But why wait till next year? How about in 2 weeks? Run the ball, Deborah, or however you want to say. Run the ball. Come on, man. Run the ball. Run it. You know, I'm just saying. We've been trying to tell y'all for weeks now. People won't listen. No, they don't. I've just been sort of nice about it, B Sharp, you know, but one thing about it, like I just had to tell my folks, whatever, you know, people be calling all these shots. I'm gonna just start letting folks call shots. And when you start calling shots, and when folks don't want, you know, that's what it is.
Yeah, man. Why'd you pull all the receipts?
Coach Sean been pulling receipts.
I know.
I'm just gonna go on and say it. Coach and them been pulling receipts from game 1. I'll say it for them. I got you, B Sharp. I got you right here, player. B Sharp and them been pulling receipts from day 1. You know what? And I said that, Zach, the Alabama offense is the equivalent to what Zach said. Hey, Stacey, go Dogs. Congratulations, baby. Y'all did it. But I'm with Zach. Zach, I gotta put you up there. I'm getting out of here. I gotta say it. The Alabama offense is the equivalent of 3-stroke Charlie. 3 downs and you out. Now tell me Zach lying. Tell me Piano Man lying. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. That's 3-stroke Charlie. And you'll never ever get anywhere like that. Just saying. So we got to do better than being three downs and out. That's what the old Spanish Bishop, 3 downs in the cloud, 3 plays in the cloud of dust.
Hey, now that we come to this impasse, if nothing else, your mind should be and really saying, you know what? If Saban was here, everything that Piano Man's saying, he would say. Would he say this is a championship effort that was on this Saturday, or would he have pulled every receipt that the Piano Man is pulling? Not only that, he probably would have made a different adjustment. But hey, DeBoer and their staff are doing what they need to do, how they see fit. But the documentation beat conversation, and the eye in the sky is undefeated. With that said, now moving forward today, hey, we're on the same page. All receipts are being pulled, and we know the truth. Now, your response to the truth is how you give back.
Yep. And so we're going to see in the next 2 weeks. And with that being said, Bama, it's time to make it happen. Either we gonna move forward, or it's gonna be a long winter. I'm gonna tell you now. Not 2 years in a row, made playoffs, but people want to see the production on the field, and it has to be better. So anyway, with that being said, that's our show. We
appreciate all of you. Much love. And run the likes up, and keep pulling up to this gumbo. It'll always be served right.
Cause I'm just for what's right. I'm just gonna tell the truth, and that's that. So just remember, stay focused, drive, and go forward in the name of the Lord. And remember, you can do all things through Christ that gives you strength. I promise you that you can. And just remember, this kitchen is big enough to cook in, and everybody can get something to eat. So ain't no sense of nobody being jealous of nobody. I learned that from B Sharp. Everybody eats, and that's what I try to do. Serve it up that everybody can eat it. Some days it's a little bit spicier than the next one, but the day I put all the Zatarans in, that's just pot one. I ain't got the pot two yet. All right, but
nothing but love, you guys. We love you. Hey, appreciate you once again, Mr. Piano Man.
I appreciate
the opportunity.
I appreciate you. Shalom to you, my brother.
Shalom.
To all of my listeners that are from Georgia, man, shout out to you. I salute.
Yeah, big salute. Hey, that great game plan. You executed.
Yeah, and but let me tell you like this: you all are the 2-time SEC champs, and I can't argue with that. And y'all beat us fair and square. So with that being said, congratulations, Georgia. And hey, who knows how this might turn out? We don't know. But anyway, I thank everybody for coming. Good morning, Eric D. Saw you yesterday on another show. I did 2-time. Thank you for coming, Latoya. B Sharp as always. Anitra, everybody, 401k crew, everybody. Thank you for coming. And
TP, are you with me?
Yeah, and TP, my brothers out of Oklahoma, and all that kind of stuff. And I just let's make it happen. Okay. DSGB, looking forward to rapping with you real soon, man. And so let's make it happen. All right.
Coach Carl and Jason and all of you guys. Hey, we appreciate all the content creators out there. Y'all make it happen, and we just love supporting, and like I said, we appreciate each and every one of you.
I do, and thank you for supporting me. But I also try to support everybody else. And so, listen, tell others about the show and everything. I don't promote it like I should because I'm not in it for just all that. I just love talking about Alabama football, sports, life. It doesn't matter. So anyway, but Coach Carr, all y'all, Coach Carr, everybody, B Sharp, KB, especially KB, the legend. I hadn't even talked to him. I'm gonna call and check on him, and everything. But anyway, thanks everybody for coming. And Piano Man, maybe I'll come back this evening. But don't forget, Bobby Sprinkle's gonna be on today at 2, and then we'll see what happens after Bobby Sprinkle goes off. And then you have other shows on tonight. We got 2 weeks to get this thing together, and we gonna see. So I'm just gonna sit back and see what happens. All right, everybody have a great day. Be safe.
This has been a coach's edition.
Yeah, this has been the coach's edition. This has just been, I did everything but throw my hat. I did everything but throw my hat. But if I throw my hat, it's going to be something serious. But anyway, y'all have a great day. Everybody just go hard today. Thank you for being a listener here on The Long Run with Piano Man and with Coach. And saw Twister in the chat. He's working, but he'll be back on soon as he can, And so with that being said, I'm with you. 3-stroke Charlie, please turn off the lights. You look at it. 3-stroke Charlie, 4-stroke Fred, 5-stroke Coach, and Billy. You still too short to play basketball. Y'all turn off the lights when you know, whatever it is y'all doing. All right. Roll Tide, everybody. Everybody else just go. Thank you, Bishop. Shalom to you. And
Shalom,
I'll
shalom.
see you all later. Piano Man is out. Y'all have a great day.